All right, guys, so last year, Phone Rebel released the Phone Rebel Air for the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and that case landed itself very high in my second top 10 for the 15 Pro Max. This year, they released the Air 2 case for the 16 Pro Max, and it is really good. And honestly, this is the best case under $25 that you can buy right now. And I'll show you guys why. I mean, this thing is really, really good. So let's go ahead and get into the Phone Rebel Air for the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Now, huge shout out to Phone Rebel for sending this case over to me to review for you guys. So taking a look at the box, we have a picture of the case on the front. Then on the back, you get a whole bunch of information. Now, this one is only going to come in this one black color, and the price on it is $21.99. So an absolute steal for what you get. But like I said, on the back, all that information, you do get raised corners, you're gonna get MagSafe compatibility, tactile buttons, full TPU body with added micro spikes for holding grip, slim design, super grip, tactile buttons. You do get a 2.5D screen protector included in the box, strong MagSafe, and easy swipeability. So let's go ahead and get this out of the box and we'll take a look. So very similar to any other Phone Rebel presentation. You just get a little bit of Phone Rebel branding on the inside tray here. You do get your 2.5D tempered glass screen protector, which we can see right here. I'm not gonna go ahead and put this on my phone now because I do have a screen protector, but great that you do get one, especially for that price point. So let's go ahead and set all this over here and take a look at the case. Now, this is going to be a TPU case. It's gonna be a little bit flexible, but don't worry about that. This thing is super rigid. I think you guys are gonna really, really like it. So on the back, you do get that TPU material, and of course, a little Phone Rebel branding here, and you are gonna get your camera bump cover right there. Now, on the inside, you do get this also TPU material. You are gonna see your MagSafe magnet and the alignment magnet here, and the TPU goes all the way around the inside of the case everywhere as well. Now, you are going to get those reinforced corners here. They are a little bit thicker, so it is gonna help you with that drop protection. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at how much it weighs and how thick it is. So we'll go ahead and grab our scale here. We are looking at 51 grams. So I know, before you guys say something like, why is it called the Air case if it's 51 grams? That's pretty heavy. Do not worry about that. This case does not feel heavy at all in the hand. It is super comfortable to hold. You don't feel the thickness of it. So 51 grams on there. Let's go ahead and bring over our caliper, see how thick it is. So starting from front to back, you are going to be looking at 11.3 millimeters, and going from inside to outside, you're looking at 3.1 millimeters there. So let's go ahead and take our natural titanium 16 Pro Max, and we'll go ahead and put it in here. So listening out for that click. Very, very nice click onto the case. You are gonna have a very good fit with this case with no issues of it coming off of your phone if you were to drop it or anything like that. Now, before we go ahead and continue, let's go wipe this screen down because that's hideous. Now, taking a look at how those corners fit. 1, very good. 2, 3, 4. So you do have to give all 4 corners a bit of force to get them off. So they are on there very, very securely. Now, taking a look at those sides, and you have almost no give anywhere. Even around the buttons, I mean, you got to give it a good bit of force to get those moving. Now, with the camera control button, I can barely even get a grip on that little piece right there. It is on there pretty stiff. If you see, you can really give it a lot of force before that starts kind of moving all the way down towards the bottom of the button. This is not an issue, so you don't have to worry about this losing its strength over time. It will be good to go right there. Now, the bottom, of course, very good fit. Same thing with the top. Great, literally a great fit all the way around this case. There is not a single bad spot with the fit around here. Now, taking a look at that camera and screen protection, just wanted to wipe that down again. Starting off with the screen, I am using a full coverage tempered glass screen protector. And yeah, you're gonna get those raised top and bottom right here, especially around those corners. And when you set this down, you can absolutely set it down on pretty much any surface you want, and you don't have to worry about scratching that screen. Phone Rebel really thought about us with these little legs on the 4 corners. You absolutely, even if you're not using a screen protector, they are pretty raised up, so you don't have any issues putting this down on a table or any mostly flat surface. Now, looking at that camera ring protection, you're getting a very nice, very proper camera ring right there. So you can set this down on, like I said, any surface and you will be good to go. Now, one thing about this year's Phone Rebel Air is they don't have those little legs right here like they do on the front. They don't have them on the back. I actually prefer that because I really didn't like those too much. I didn't like how they dug into the hand before. And even if you set this down on pretty much most surfaces, if you do scratch it, if you guys see, I actually just came in and took this pen and scratched it up a little bit on the back, just with the base of it right here. And they are actually starting to go away. You can almost rub the scratches out of here, which that sounded a little weird. Let's talk about phone cases. You can rub the scratches out of here and they will be just fine. Like I said, use a little microfiber cleaning cloth, give it a little bit of a wipe down, and they pretty much go away for the most part. Now, deeper scratches may appear. It is TPU material, but again, $21.99, even if you mess this case all the way up, you can buy a whole other one, and it'll be still cheaper than spending the money on some cases that cost 2 or 3 times the amount that this case does without 2 or 3 times the amount of protection. So definitely something to keep in mind. So let's take a look around the sides of the case now. On the top, you are going to get some Rebel branding right there. Moving along to the left-hand side, you do get your action button, volume up and down, and this super nice textured grip that goes all the way down towards the corner of the case. Very, very comfortable grip. Let's listen to those buttons real quick. Now, these are built-in buttons with those relief slits in there. So let's listen to how they sound. So the only complaint I have about the buttons is that the action button is a tiny, tiny bit like muted a little bit, but not too much of an issue. You can sit here and definitely click it and not have any problems. I would just like to see it a tiny little bit more clicky. If they could put the standalone buttons on this case like they have on the Phone Rebel Gen 6 or the Frosted, oh man, this thing would be over. But even with the built-in buttons, you do have very nice clicky buttons. I would just like to see the action button just a little tiny bit more clicky. But anyways, that grip, look at that. That thing is super nice, very textured grip. You will be just fine with that. Holding it has no issues. This thing is not slippery at all on either side. Then moving along to the bottom, you do have your accurate microphone and speaker cutouts, as well as a nice wide open USB Type-C port. Phone Rebel finally listened to us. They gave us the wider USB-C ports, and that solved one of the biggest issues on the cases. This year, with this case, no different. Just about all of your thicker head cables should fit in here. Oh, almost dropped that. Should fit in here with no issues. We are charging, and yeah, very nice wide open USB Type-C port. Now, moving along to the right-hand side, you do get that grip here as well. Of course, it's going to skip over the camera control button, and you do get your power button right there, as well as a little bit of air branding here. Now, camera control button. This thing is super nicely grooved in there. No problems at all clicking it. You can sit here, press it, go ahead and zoom in, zoom out, take a look at my messy desk. It's still iPhone season, leave me alone. But yeah, I mean, you can go ahead and sit here. Let's take a picture of ourselves. Boom, there we go. And yeah, very easily accessible camera control button. It is super nicely grooved, no sharp edges or corners, no issues at all. You can absolutely even click it with the flat of your finger and you'll be just fine right there as well. So that is very nice to see. Of course, we would all prefer the whole button covered. I know. But like I said, there's a lot of really, really good cases out there that don't have the button, the camera control button covered. Do not discount those because, to be honest with you guys, the camera control button does not make the case. There are way better cases out right now that don't have the camera control button than there are that do have the camera control button, such as the Phone Rebel Air 2, only $21.99. This is an excellent case, and I would be shocked if this case was not in my top 10 for the iPhone 16 Pro Max. I can almost guarantee it'll make its spot there, and that spot will be pretty high. So anyways, how does it feel in the hand? And like I said, not slippery at all. Because of those grips right there, it is super comfortable to hold. You will not have any problems of this case slipping out of your hand. Well, no matter what you have on your hands, it'll be just fine. Not a pinky destroyer at all. You can hold it like this all day. Swiping on it is a breeze because the sides are lowered. The top and the bottom are a little bit lowered, so no issues there. Very, very comfortable case. And again, for that $21.99 price tag, you really can't beat it. Good camera protection, good screen protection, good drop protection overall. Very, very nice case, super comfortable to hold. So let's go ahead and test out the last thing on here, and that is the MagSafe. Now, one thing about the MagSafe on this case, I feel like it is a little bit weaker than last year's Phone Rebel Air. I'm not sure if they changed the magnets on here or what, but it's a $21.99 case, so I understand the materials may not be as high as like the Phone Rebel Gen 6, for example, for that 40-something dollars, for the 44 bucks. It may not be as great MagSafe, but again, with these cases, nobody's shaking the battery packs, nobody's shaking the stands. For your everyday MagSafe use on your charger, your car mount, your MagSafe wallets, all that stuff, it should be just fine. But let's take a look at the Apple MagSafe wallet. We'll attach that. There's our animation. And I mean, you definitely got to be a little bit careful with your leather and your fine woven wallets, but that's also because it's just the flat TPU material with the leather on there. It's one of those things where it's just not any grip between this and the back of this. So you just want to be a little bit careful with your leather and your fine woven wallets. But moving along to the Apple MagSafe battery pack, go ahead and attach that. And I mean, you can give it a slight shake. I have a feeling this is going to fall off. Oh, dropping my phone almost right there. I have a feeling, yeah, that did, after a good bit of shaking, come off. So again, nobody's shaking these things. Nobody's doing that. But it is something I want to test for you guys. I would like to see the MagSafe be a little bit stronger on this case, kind of how it was last year. So then finally moving along to our Anker 623. Let's go ahead and sit here. And I mean, you got to, raising it up and down, it will come off slightly, you know, but that's just one of those things. $21.99 for your everyday, day-to-day use. You'll be perfectly fine with the Air 2. But taking a look at that 360-degree rotation test, we'll go ahead and type a little text and email, go on Instagram, swipe around, Twitter, TikTok, which, by the way, make sure you guys are following me down there. I post short content on TikTok and Instagram, and of course, I'm on Twitter all the time as well. You can reach me on there. So links are down in the description below for that. But anyways, you'll be just fine with that. Then you go ahead and move over to your landscape mode, get on YouTube, watch your favorite Brian's Tech video, go ahead and rewind, fast forward, play, pause, click around, and you'll have no problems with that whatsoever. So all in all, do I recommend the Phone Rebel Air? And yes, absolutely, I have to recommend it. For $21.99, you're getting a 2.5D tempered glass screen protector. You're getting a protective case. You're getting pretty decent MagSafe. Not the strongest MagSafe in the world, but again, it'll work just fine for your day-to-day. You're getting those nice buttons. You're getting a great fit on the case. A very comfortable fit. Getting good grip on here. All in all, it's a very, very good case. Phone Rebel absolutely knocked it out of the park with this case, just like they did last year. This has been on my phone a good bit recently, and I've really been enjoying this case. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about the Phone Rebel Air 2 down in the comments below. Make sure you guys like the video and subscribe to the channel. That goes a really long way for me and allows me to make these videos for you guys. And if you want to see my review of the Phone Rebel Gen 6 Frosted, I haven't done the Gen 6 Aramid yet, which that's coming very soon. But if you want to see the Gen 6 Frosted, which is really good this year, I'll leave that video right here. If you want to see the Phone Rebel Flex Frosted, which is going to give you those open sides and that nice naked feel on your iPhone, but still protection, I'll leave that video right here.